Hello, awesomeness creators. It's Nina Kovner with Passion Squared with this episode of Q and Awesome. It's been a while since I've shot some episodes, and I'm so stoked to be back. And the topic today is actually related to these episodes of Q and Awesome, which is what happens when we get stuck or we get uninspired or we have so much to do we can't seem to get it all done. Because that was my excuse with shooting episodes of Q and Awesome. First I had a cold, and then I had a ton of stuff on my to-do list, and all of those types of things. So this is a really common issue amongst small business owners and creative folks like us. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about it and kind of share my process, which I've shared a little bit about on my Snapchat, at Passion Squared on Snapchat, in my Pillow Talk series that I do on Snapchat, but I wanted to bring it to Q and Awesome. So it happens, guys. It happens. And I think that's part of the creative process, right? It's messy, and we've all seen the meme about the creative process, and it's true. It's real. But it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse to not create or not show up. And so what do we do when we get stuck? Well, for me, what I do is I try to get really clear on what it is that I'm stuck, right? What's getting me there? And usually it's just a couple of things. One, it's distraction, which we have in small business. So distraction and overwhelm. It kind of always comes back to those things, right? As leaders, we get distracted and we get overwhelmed. So distraction. Some of it's legitimate distraction, right? Like yesterday, I was going to shoot Q and Awesome episodes, but there were more important business issues at hand that I needed to take care of. And as the great Seth Godin says, what do we make as owners? We make decisions. And so I had to make a decision yesterday that I was not going to shoot video. I was going to take care of not necessarily urgent issues, but more important issues. And that I knew I would get to be able to create space to shoot this episode or the episodes I'm shooting today. So distraction, creating space, right? Making decisions. Is this just distraction a legitimate distraction, or is this something that I need to just get off my plate? So that goes to overwhelm, guys. And I've shot Q and Awesomes on this before. Overwhelm is a legitimate thing. There may be too much on our plate, but it's also an excuse not to create out of fear. And what's most important is getting honest with ourselves about which it is, right? And again, I've shot a Q and Awesome on that before. Legitimate overwhelm really is that we just have too much on our plate. Especially creative people, we have all these ideas. We have a ton of ideas. We get so excited about ideas, but then we can't execute and take action on those ideas. And guys, I have been in business for 30 years. I know a little bit about business and being successful. I can just tell you right now, it just doesn't matter. You could have the greatest idea in the world, but if you can't execute on it, then it doesn't matter. And that's just the truth, you know? And so it really comes down to a decision in terms of, do you need to get someone to help you focus? Or are you going to be able to actually take all that stuff that you have on that to-do list or in your head and break it down and take one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And of course we're going to get off track. We all get off track. But the awareness comes is when we get ourselves back on track and we're aware that we're off track. So that's, legit overwhelm. We're just doing too much, right? And then not executing, which totally sucks, right? We want to actually execute on these awesome ideas that we have to be able to help the world, to be able to help our business, our people, whatever. And then there's the overwhelming excuse that comes from fear, right? And creating, leading, building a brand, sharing our work, whatever we're doing, is scary. It is. And so a lot of times, to protect ourselves, to feel safe, we use the excuse of we're too overwhelmed, right? We're too overwhelmed, or I'm not going to do it today, or not today, maybe tomorrow, all those types of things out of fear. Again, guys, knowing which one it is critical. It's critical, but the truth is, if you want to create awesome, if you believe there's things that are important to your business, to your clients, to your team, to your audience, to your followers, whatever, It comes down to making a decision. There are no secrets, right? It's just like exercise. It's just like eating clean. It's just like any of those things. It's no different. No class, no workshop, not even my A-School program is going to help you if you haven't made the decision that you are going to step into that fear and do it anyway. And use that legitimate fear as creative fuel, where it's just not as an excuse, right? So here I am, shooting the episode that I sat all day yesterday thinking I was going to shoot, wanting to shoot. And I just wanted to shoot this episode with my honest process about what goes on. You are not alone. This happens to all of us. But the difference between real awesomeness creators and people that struggle is that eventual decision to just do it. Nike, thank you, right? Just do it. Just do it. Create space. Get rid of stuff that's not important, that's not making an impact on your business, right? That doesn't serve your soul or your clients' hearts, right? Clean up that to-do list. Get rid of that busy excuse, right? Get some help, get some support, whatever you need to do. And then create, because the world needs what you have. We need you. We need you to share your art. We need you to share your talent, your mind, your beauty, all of it. So guys, that's it. The honest truth, as always. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for allowing me to be honest and vulnerable with you and share my process, because I think that's the most important thing. We all go through this. We do. But it's not an excuse. So stop it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. If you have not yet, be sure to subscribe to my weekly love note, the weekly dose of awesome. Do it. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. Bye.